this game is more hyped than anything I've seen in such a long time. The hype is real, guys. I mean, on Steam, No Man's Sky is the top seller on Steam right now. That's something that GTA would hold, that kind of position. This is an indie game. Think about it. This is developed by 15 people, and it's the top seller on Steam. That's something that a AAA title, which has millions of dollars invested into it, I mean, that's what that would hold, but not No Man's Sky. It's just crazy. And the problem is that this game is going to inevitably disappoint people. So I want to talk about how this game was released and how it came to be this I mean, it's completely overhyped and it's just going to disappoint people. Let me talk about it. So E3 2014, Sean Murray introduces No Man's Sky, right? And I don't know what it was, but everyone took hold of it and said this game is going to be incredible. So then Sony is like, well, this game is really hyped and it's going to be on PS4. So let's take hold of this a little bit and let's get some marketing for it. Let's generate even more hype. So Sony talks to Hello Games. They're like, hey, let's get your game out there. Let's market it some more. And then they start marketing No Man's Sky to casual gamers. And that's where the problem started. So casual gamers are the kind of people who, they play like Madden, FIFA, Call of Duty. They play these really quick and easy action kind of games. But they're not the kind of people who are going to sit down and invest hundreds of hours into a story-driven game, all right? They're the kind of guys who just sit on the couch and play COD every once in a while. Like I would consider myself somewhat of a casual gamer in some respects. Like I like just sitting on the couch and playing some games, right? So Hello Games was basically told by Sony that they had to start marketing No Man's Sky to basically everyone. So when Sean Murray, I think this is part of just the cryptic nature of like the game itself, but Sean Murray or like anyone else on Hello Games, when they were asked a question about No Man's Sky, they always gave these really vague answers. And they would come out with these action-packed trailers. They would advertise it like this is a game for all fans of just gaming in general. But the reality of No Man's Sky is that it just isn't a game for casual players. This is not a game like Call of Duty where you just sit on the couch and shoot people up immediately, just quick action. This is a game that for someone who doesn't invest hundreds of hours into playing games for like the story, this is a game that could get boring. I mean, you have to really appreciate the game for what it is, for the technical feat that it is, because some people might get bored just walking around on a planet every once in a while. This isn't a game where you're going to get instant action all the time. A lot of the time, you're just going to be in the moment appreciating what the game is itself. And the casual gamer may not appreciate No Man's Sky like some other people would. And also the fact that this game doesn't really have multiplayer, that's going to turn a lot of casual gamers off. And you can tell, I mean, Sean Murray talked about this game, like he said there's some multiplayer elements, but the fact of the matter is you're basically not going to play multiplayer. You're not going to run into anyone. You have like a less than 1% chance of doing that. And so the fact that Sean Murray and Hello Games said that multiplayer existed, it's a testament to the fact that they were trying to get this game appeal from everyone when the reality was that this game just wasn't going to appeal to everyone. That's not the kind of game it is. And that is the danger of hype. This kind of hype for a game like this that just isn't for everybody, it just steamrolls into hate. I mean, just think about it. Reviewers, people who write articles, they're going to write a bunch of stuff bashing on the game. And they already are. They're doing it right now. We have those leaks that came out that showed a bunch of gameplay. And people are already looking at the gameplay. Now, they haven't even played the game. They're just watching the videos and saying this game sucks. They're saying this game is a disappointment, and they haven't even played it. So these reviewers and article writers, they're going to come out and they're going to bash the game because there's so much hype around this game that people expect it to be good. And so when these guys come out and say this game's a disappointment, they're going to get a lot of clicks. They're going to get a lot of ad revenue, a lot of attention with those articles, and it's just going to steamroll into hate, and everyone's going to pick up on it. No Man's Sky is one of the most hyped games in years. And while I personally believe that it's going to be a great game, the average gamer may not appreciate it for what it is. Given the ambitious nature of No Man's Sky, the anticipation around it, and even the simple fact that this game is priced like a AAA title. This game is $60. You have to continuously remind yourself that this isn't a AAA game. This is an indie game. It was developed by 15 people, and it's being marketed like a AAA game for the average gamer, for the average person that plays AAA games. But this is not that. It's just not that kind of game. The fact that people still ask what you actually do in No Man's Sky, I mean, it exemplifies the fact that this game is going to disappoint people. Doing things, having quick action like that is not the point of the game. You're supposed to figure out what to do when you pick up the game and start playing. This is a game of discovery and exploration and taking on the universe by yourself. And the casual gamer won't understand that. They won't be willing to put in the time to appreciate the world and walk around and soak it all in. And because of that, No Man's Sky will not be able to live up to the hype, in my opinion. And that's disappointing because I think it's going to be a great game. And this is a game that I know that I'm going to enjoy. But the way that it was marketed, anyway, the way that it was marketed, I just don't see it as being able to live up to the hype. And it kind of sucks, but that's just the reality. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and a comment. My name is Wumbo. I'll see you next time.